Another thing in this series that we're calling our WordPress Essentials, we actually will have a full 6-week course diving into deeper parts of this. But when you look at WordPress, there is a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. And one of the biggest things is what we call a theme. So the theme is what allows your website to look and play well, whether it's on a mobile device, a desktop, a tablet. All of that is covered in the theme that runs the website. Now, when we look at themes and we look at the websites we build, there's a lot of really good themes out there. And there's some themes that are really popular that honestly, in my opinion, don't really have best practices in mind. So one theme, and I won't mention it here, I may, if you have a question about it, I'll throw it in the comments, but it requires a lot of other plugins to make the theme work well. The theme that we use almost exclusively across every website we build is called the Divi theme, and it's by Elegant Themes. Amazing company. They're actually getting ready to release the latest version of it sometime, hopefully in the next several months. And it is hands down one of the best themes that I've ever seen for WordPress. If you're interested in learning more about that, again, drop a comment in the comment section, reach out, feel free to direct message, and we'll be glad to share some thoughts on that. But hands down, Divi is one of the best themes when it comes to lack of needing additional supporting elements in WordPress. And so when I take over websites and we've rebuilt websites for people, we've typically seen plugins in the 10, 20 range, like 10 to 20 different plugins. And keep in mind, a plugin is a set of code that's developed by somebody. Hopefully they developed it properly. But if they don't develop it right or maintain it right, it could create a security issue. And we'll talk about plugins in another post here. But Divi, when we take over Divi websites and rebuild it in Divi, we drop all of our plugins down to probably 5, maybe 7 at the very most. There's some we've done a little bit more because of different functionality. But by doing that, the site performs a lot better. It's a lot more secure, and hands down, Divi, you can make it do everything and anything you want it to ever do for a website. So stay tuned. We'll show you some examples and some hacks as we do some of this stuff. We do this every day. We spend a lot of time in Divi. I'll be sharing some content from my desktop or my laptop machine as I'm showing best practices even within the Divi community. Hopefully that helps. My name's Jeff from the hammock. Shoes optional. Have a great day, y'all.